Okay, so here is the master bedroom. And this is the wall where the TV was. Obviously you have the holes and such. What you're also going to see up here is there's not the best of paint jobs. Really, that's not focusing. Not the best of paint jobs where it meets the trim. So all of that should be tightened up. You also have baseboards that have, you know, they're marked up, vacuum cleaner stuff. There's, over here for instance, you've got other paint on the trim. And then one of the more important things I think is up here, there's a water stain. So all of that should be taken care of. In this corner you'll note, once again, separation of trim. That's just due to age, but it needs to be caulked. And you see this in the corners, all the corners, as well as in your door jambs. You see it there, here. Outside the master, you can see once again, that's a big separation there on the trim. So all of that will be tightened up and it'll look fresh again. You've got marks on the doors, marks along the base of the trim. This here, I don't know what in the world happened here, but obviously that's going to be repaired. There's staining behind the doors. There's something was spilled upon it. This is in the room immediately to the right of the master. More separation on trim. You can see that. Of course, this room here, which has had issues. This is the balcony bedroom, which has had issues really, probably from the start. God bless it. You know, you've got blue paint showing along through all of the baseboards. I don't know what all they were thinking there. And they tried to touch that up and didn't do very well. Look at this. Boy, that's really, really blue. And then, you know, the doors, lots more blue, blue everywhere. And then they had also apparently had started painting the ceiling, but just didn't quite finish. This bathroom really leaves a lot to be desired. You see the paint was not even matched, much less cut in properly around the lights. So all of that there will be corrected. More door trim separation, you'll see. Plus just marks above the door. Here's another one. Same bathroom. Just all that trim. This really needs to be addressed. This is probably harder to see. This is the foyer. And you're looking down on the top of the trim above both, you know, the dining room and living room. This plant shelf over here is pretty yucky. And some of that is cleaning, but that's the surface people. This trim here in the foyer, big old gap. And it's lovely, lovely trim. It's just, like I said, it's just one of those things. It happens over time without the maintenance. And this thing here, I'm going to see if they can just take it down and just stub it off. Someone else had suggested that. Once again, we're tightening up trim work there. This room is going to look like a whole new room. In a lighter color, it's going to make it look so fresh. Be very nice. Be very lovely setting. This is something here, I don't think anyone ever even really noticed so much, but it's probably been there since the house was built, where the stain bled onto the white trim. And then here, I mean, once again, another great example of the trim. And then, of course, as you come into your new opening, I mean, there's separation there. Apparently this, if I can get this right, this, you know, you got knot holes showing through, which should not be. There's paint up here on the trim that shouldn't be there. And you really have like 3 different colors going on in this room when you look at it. I mean, even look at your corners. You see that wasn't, you've got 2 colors there. Around the windows, more separation of trim. Over here, this is kind of interesting in that you've got almost a complete white beading going down between the colors. So when all of this is one color, the natural linen is going to look pretty darn sharp. As we come here towards the kitchen, this is just, I don't know if it was just never properly caulked to start. It's kind of what it seems all along that baseboard there. And this here is just a victim of a bar stool and some coffee, I think, but that happens. And then just another example, the pantry. Just needs some touching on up. Got more views. This room being the downstairs bedroom, of course. And once again, it's probably hard to see, but the paint is very much lacking on the back of these doors. Whoever initially painted them didn't do the best of jobs. You're dealing again with more trim separation. I'm going to write a song. It's over here. And then this room, much like the living room, there's a lot going on.